still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling, the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls.
Standing 6 foot.
This early on in the season, what was the emphasis for you in your stint when you were coaching?
Well, look, Kevin, we really wanted to learn our strengths and find the best way to play to them. Of course, discovering your strengths is much easier for teams with a superstar, but either way, it's about discovering the kind of basketball your team needs to play.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Jackson is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Baller, and it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
Bridges finds Harden. Drummond sets the screen for Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
He's off on the first.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, he's one of the best rebounders we've ever seen. Drummond controls the defensive glass, and at the other end, he creates second chance opportunities.
Now here's Jackson. Good. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here is Harden, and he really played well against Denver. Just 4 to shoot. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And honestly, that was a great effort defensively, but Harden just with that unique ability to get his shot off under any circumstance.
Now here's Wiggins coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Harden with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Tipped away.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Wasted no time on that one. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr. Not hesitating for a second off the catch. Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Now here's Harden. D right on him. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Bowler. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Kings. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Bulls this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. A pass to Mr. Fundamental. Now, here is Harden. Now, Bridges, 6 to shoot. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bowler misses. Kings have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, trains the three-pointer.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Some numbers here for James Harden. Last season, he played outstanding. 5th in assists and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Now, here's Mitchell. Nothing on the board. Pass to Bowler. Jackson dishes to Wiggins. Mitchell outside. And they get it. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Harden the pass to Drummond. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic. Bulls trail by 3. Wiggins outside. Pass to Vucevic. Bridges against Mitchell. Here's Bowler. Off target with his 3. Sacramento leading by 3. In the corner. Harden. At 3 off the mark. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jackson setting the pick here for Wiggins. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson's ability to both dive to the rim as well as pop out for a jump shot makes him an excellent partner in the pick and roll.
Now, here is... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. So for Chicago, their last game, a win against the Pistons in Detroit. The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now, Wiggins. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Wiggins kicks to Jackson. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Mr. Fundamentals got his second bucket tonight. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Kings?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Robinson Earls checked in for Drummond. Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for James Harden. Here's Huff. There's the pick. Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl. Thomas against Eason. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Aldama. Westbrook passes to Huff, and there it is for him.
Well, we know Westbrook can rack up the assists in no time. He's all for finding his teammates.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by Westbrook. A pass to Mr. Fundamental. And Zaire Williams picks up the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He has 6. 5 to shoot. Step back shot. That shot off the mark. Good D by Williams. Pass to Aldama. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And look out the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Bulls.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Kings leading. Outside for Thomas. Pass to Carrington. They set the pick. Here's Robinson Earl. Good on the three-point shot. And the Kings lead by 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Williams with a clean look. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. It's all in by the Bulls.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Releases. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now Carrington. No scoring in this one. Here's Robinson Earl. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And taken away by Johnson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's covered by Eason. From past the arc, Aldama with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Left side Westbrook. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
No good. That would have tied it.
This has not been his quarter so far. He needs to find a way to get going here.
Outside Thomas. There's the pick. They could use a bucket. It's all in by the Bulls. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
The Kings shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Eason against Thomas. Takes a 3 and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Kings ahead. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. We hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
Keldon Johnson is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Bridges. And it's Harden in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings.
Yeah, the defense is working hard to stifle Thomas, but he turns close coverage into a good foul call.
First one falls for him. So, Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other. When you think of prolific scorers, Thomas's name has to come to mind quickly. Now it's about him fleshing out the rest of his game.
And he makes all three.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Here's Baller. Good work defensively by Harden. Bridges with it. Harden right side. Inside. And then Johnson with the jam.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Outside Thomas. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago trailing here. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he gets the bucket.
This speaks to how confident Thomas is. Exceptional at measuring defenses and knowing when to pull up like this.
Here's Baller. Here he goes. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Sacramento making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the middle, here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Here's Baller, guarded by Harden. Pass to LaRavia. No good with the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Harden scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Drummond can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bulls trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mitchell against Bridges. Pass to Bola. Fires the 3. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And earlier in his career, Bridges was tentative about putting the ball on the floor. Not anymore.
The Kings have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And he makes the first.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
That one is no good.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the 7-footer, Sante Aldama. You know, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
The way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Sacramento Kings. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. The kick out to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's a 7-point Kings lead.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
On the wing, Wiggins. Now Eldama. Now Mitchell. Defended by Bridges to the right side. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Amen Thompson and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against San Antonio, it's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Bulls making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Drummond sets the screen for Harden. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Kings lead by 9.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Here's Baller. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Anunoby. Now Bridges over Wiggins. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Harden can't hit.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Pass to Eldama. Here's Baller. 11 points last game. Now Jackson. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Next answer, please. You're up on the big screen. Let's go.
Changes for Sacramento. Robinson Earls checked in for Andre Drummond. Mr. Fundamentals comes in for Johnson. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for James Harden. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Jackson. Shepard comes in for Wiggins. And it's Williams in for Ball. Kings leading now by 7. Steps back.
Chicago foul. Williams. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Bridges outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots the three.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make. Right wing, out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. Great showing for him last season. And a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percent.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. And the Bulls making a change here. Puffs jacked in. For 3, Bridges. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And stolen by Anunoby. Here's Carrington. No good on the triple.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Pass to Williams. Here's Shepard. Here's Vucevic. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl. Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against the Nuggets.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Well, hey, if you can prevent the other team from getting into a rhythm, the advantage is all yours.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And here is Williams. Scoreless thus far. Easton passes to Huff. To the inside. Carrington. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Carrington's got the lead up to 12 now for the Kings. Now Shepard. The 3. Rebound by the Kings. Pass to Robinson Earl. Anunoby outside. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 12. Over in the corner, Shepard. And the Bulls with another miss. The Kings shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Driving in. Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 off target.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And Vucevic kicks to Williams. Huff passes to Shepard. Here's the 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. 1:09 left here in the second. To the paint. It's tipped. Trying to find Anunoby. Gets it to him. Here's Carrington. He's guarded by Williams. Bulls trail by 12 to stop the drought. And Bridges with the block.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for the Kings. Then for the Bulls. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Shepard. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Williams. Now here's Westbrook, defended by Carrington. And here we go. Pass to Thomas. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Ready to battle for his looks. Thomas makes up for being a little undersized with pure tenacity.
Now here's Westbrook. Still scoreless. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 13 feet away. That shot, no good. And so it's the Sacramento Kings sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll return shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot. You were so close. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Sacramento Kings.
Their bench doesn't look like a bench at all. It looks like they have two starting units.
And that means no rest for the defense. They're out there huffing and puffing.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. Got a question here from Jose and One Hero. Who's the #1 overall pick in the studio show draft?
It's Ernie Bartholomew Johnson. That's the franchise broadcaster right there.
Yeah, I agree. You just put some talent around Ernie and then come back later and you got a championship squad.
Well, look, guys, it takes a team effort, but thank you. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So for Chicago right now, Jackson is out there with Vucevic. Then there's Baller. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. And Wiggins able to finish.
Staying with the play. Wiggins doesn't give up on the possession and gets rewarded.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Bulls 3rd, 4th, the Kings.
You're not going to find many teams that were as polished from the free throw line as these two clubs a season ago.
Bulls trail by 12. Here's Baller at the elbow, Vucevic. And stolen by Drummond. 4-on-3 break. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
On the wing, Mitchell. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, Jackson Jr. has a great feel around the glass, creating second chance opportunities.
A pass to Mr. Fundamental. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Harden left side. Pass to Bridges. Drummond sets the screen for Bridges. And Drummond throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Harden right side. And here is Bridges. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Baller, guarded by Harden. Jackson passes to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And how about the slam from Wiggins, showing off some of that athleticism there.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Johnson's checked in for Anunoby. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now, here is Harden. He has 6. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. For 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Deflects the pass. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Drummond passes to Johnson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, this has not been the second half they were looking for. Gotta tighten it up.
Here's Baller. Yep, that one goes.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
A pass to Mr. Fundamental. Now here's Drummond. Here's Harden. Launches it. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that one drops. Wiggins has got 6.
And really gifted in terms of the physical attributes. And we really see that when Wiggins is out on the break.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Drummond. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls trail by 10. Down low. Here's Jackson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 15 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bridges outside. Harden way outside. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Kings making a change here. Thomas has checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. here is the shot check as we see how things are going for James Harden.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
Here's Baller. He has 6. For 3, Mitchell. And Aldama slams it in.
Yeah, terrific work by Aldama to save that possession.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Kings. They've led by as many as 14 points. Drummond with it. He's got 9. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Wiggins surveying the floor. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. Johnson kicks to Harden. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Bulls trail by 3. Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And he has a knack to score on the move. Wiggins stays in control even when he's at full speed.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Make some noise. Get up out of your seats for your Sacramento Kings reach. Get up. It's the Sacramento Kings reach.
Checked in for Sacramento. Carlton Carrington comes in for James Harden. Tari Eason's checked in for the Bulls. Russell Westbrook comes in for Mitchell. Here's Robinson Earl. He has 6. A pass to Mr. Fundamental. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 7. There's a screen inside. And he takes a fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Westbrook with it. He's guarded by Thomas. Baller Nezu.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Carrington. Thomas against Jackson. Robinson Earl, no good. Oh, Chicago's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the 3 ball is good.
3.
Eason's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Westbrook with the steal. Finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns. Russell Westbrook putting on a show.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. The Kings trail by 4. Outside Thomas. Over Westbrook. Sacramento again missing. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. They'll face the Lakers after this. That'll be at home. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, he's the defensive anchor, but Jackson Jr. is reminding everyone he is a force on offense as well.
Will it go? And that one's good. Drummond.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding team. The Bulls third.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Kings. Wiggins is checked in for Chicago. And he's good on the second. Here's Westbrook. Pass to Bowler. Jackson with the screen. Here's Bowler. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, covered by Wiggins. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and he gets it to go from the corner. Mr. Fundamentals got 10.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Back to Westbrook. Launches a 3, and Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight. Westbrook against Thomas. Pass to Drummond. Stolen by Jackson. A finish, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, quick reaction by Jackson Jr. He sees what's happening and gets out in transition to support the play.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. No good on the 3.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Latrey kept alive. Here's Drummond. Some solid defense there from Jackson. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And Jackson throws it down.
Well, look, Jackson Jr. is a tremendous dunker. You could feel that one from over here.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
The Kings trail by 8. Now, Anunoby. Thomas surveying the D. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Jaren Jackson making highlights for the Chicago Bulls. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Back to the action in just a minute. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Cam Thomas is out there with Harden. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And Anunoby slams it in.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Bulls leading by 6. Higgins outside. Vucevic, a screen on Bridges. Clock at 6. Wiggins. Slam call, but he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Hard to stop a powerful guy like Vucevic cold. He gets through the foul and gets it to go.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
Here's Wiggins. After the made shot from Andre Drummond. Jackson passes to Mitchell. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Pass to Anunoby. And here is Drummond. There's Thomas with the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And it's Mitchell missing. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Rebound by the Bulls. To the paint. Here's Baller. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 5 assists in the game. The Kings trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The 3 from Harden, nailed from three-point land.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this side.
Here's Baller, plays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
And Doug Christie is called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
We've got some t-shirts. We are going out right now. It's time for t-shirts. Who wants a t-shirt? That's right, everybody. Who wants a free t-shirt?
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making 3s. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. A steal. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. Here's Baller. It's up a three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Mitchell. Out to the wing. Baller passes to Mitchell. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
Outside Thomas. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Vucevic. To the middle. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Harden the pass to Drummond. Now Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. Up again. Out to Bridges. Pass to Harden. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Vucevic. Mitchell passes the ball. Back to Mitchell. Vucevic is screen on Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Rebound by the Kings. Drummond's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Thomas. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Mitchell finds the high percentage bucket inside.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Back to Harden. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that time, converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Here comes the fun band. Your Sacramento Kings Breakers. Make some noise.
Mr. Fundamentals check in for Thomas.
Sacramento Kings Breakers.
Wiggins against Bridges. Wiggins passes to Mitchell. It's deflected and stolen by Wiggins. Pass to Mitchell.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now Jackson. And here's Wiggins, defended by Bridges. 4 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get a shot off. The Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from Floyd.
Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Baller. From outside, off the mark.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case, man. Somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And stolen by Wiggins. Out left to the wing. The wide open look here for Vucevic. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Drummond. Harden outside. Bridges outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Baller, guarded by Harden. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Yeah, that's his 4th foul. Got to be careful now.
Anunoby against Jackson. Pass to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. They need this one. And it goes down 2 points. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Now, here's Anunoby. Drummond sets the screen for Harden. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Oh, and a dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now, here is Harden. To the inside. Anunoby, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Bridges with the steal. Drummond trying to get himself free. Off the glass.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Here's Baller, guarded by Harden. No good there.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Bulls leading by 10. Jackson plays it in off the window.
Just too much. Jaren Jackson Jr., a physical big.
A huge two-handed slam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Baller, guarded by Harden. Stolen by Harden. Puts up the 3. Drained from outside.
Oh, great find there from Harden. He's just so good at finding his teammates in rhythm.
Here's Baller, guarded by Harden. Harden pulls it down. The Kings trail by 7. Takes the 3. It's good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Baller. Nice to the hoop. Jackson outside. Here's Wiggins. Vucevic setting the big for Wiggins. Down he goes for 3.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer up.
Now here's Harden. Fires the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Vucevic is screen on Harden. Here's Baller, guarded by Harden. 5 to shoot, and the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. 29 seconds left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 14.
Got to give Harden his due for the effort he put into affecting that shot.
Shoots the three, and down goes the three.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for the Bulls, Donovan Mitchell, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Nice cut. It's all good. Let's see it. Oh, we have an answer here.
Harden fires. Easy money, James Harden.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
60 seconds. Second personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Chicago. Donovan Mitchell. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. 6 seconds left in the game. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Here's Harden. From outside, it's off target. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Well, Donovan, it took a half for you guys to really find your rhythm. But once you did, you took control.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us, we just got to compete. And I think that's what we did at the end of the day. We found a way to fight back. They got a lot of talented guys on that team. They got a lot of guys who can go out and get buckets and rebound. But we just overcame it, played defense, and got stops when we needed.
Thanks, Donovan.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaren Jackson.